Okay, I am here. I am here. And I didn't know where my phone was. I had took the dog out real fast. And Kevin, you on today? Let's see. I am trying to get over here to. Okay, let me hurry up. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Kevin, are you going live today? Well, yeah, live. I have had a long weekend, a long, long weekend. I can tell you that. Oh, I'm trying to. Here we go. I was trying to get. There we go. This Monday is going to be a Monday. Yes, it is. Oh, this weekend was, oh my God, I got to talk about the weekend later. Me and StreamYard, we had a little fight with each other. Oh, you're off today? Yeah, because you were on the weekend. I know you were late one night, I think, and then I forgot when the other time, but I did know that you were on, all when I do know when you're on. Like I say, sometimes I don't come in, I just watch because you know how sometimes you come in and everybody start talking to you and then you don't feel like going back and forth the banter. So so we still watch it. I know some other people do the same thing, is what they do. But I had a long weekend. I had a long Sunday because of StreamYard. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'll see if I could wait for a couple of more people coming in. But who's here? Hey Deb. Okay, you hit that thumbs up for me. You know what to do. Kevin, this is my best friend Deborah. And yeah, Deb, I've been thinking more and more again. So I'm going to talk about that a little more. And I think too, I'm not going to go back and forth on the video today. I think I'm just going to tell the ending of the story, instead of going back and forth and talking about it. I'll think about it and see. And the video that I was going to use today on that part 4 about my ex-husband taking me to IRS and also the psychologist. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna use that video or not. I might just tell the story. It might end up being better that way than me bouncing back and forth. What you think, Deb? You think I should tell the story or just use the video to tell part of it? I'm leaving it up to you, girl. I am leaving it. I am leaving. Hey, Warm Strong, how are you doing? How are you doing? I am so glad that you're here this morning. So I'm trying to decide, oh, Warm Strong, if I want to use the video this morning to tell the story because you know how I go back and forth, or do I want to just tell the story? What you think? This is like the ending of that story. So I'm not sure, if that's what I want to do or not, but yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it is Monday in Florida. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot is what it is. So but I can't wait. And even, Sunday yesterday, what I did end up doing 3 pop-ups, playing pop-ups, as Warmstrong would call it. But you know what? They got pretty good numbers on them to be pop-up and testing. I think I got almost 100 views between the 3. I was like, they may not watch me then, but they do watch me later. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing. With my lives, they do watch my lives later. So, and a good portion of it too, not just a little bit, but thanks everybody. But like I say, in Florida, it is hot. And it's probably going to be over 100 degrees today. I don't see any rain in sight. We need rain where I live at, though. We really need rain because after a while, they're going to say, well, hey, radical changes. How you doing this morning? How was everybody weekend? I'm always running my mouth and I do not ask enough questions. Radical changes, how was your weekend? Warmstrong, we already know you need to be getting some videos together. You need to, oh, that's right. Warmstrong, are you going live tomorrow? Your Tuesdays and Thursdays, are you back to normal now? He like, oh, Betty. There is. Listen, I planned them and I got over 100 views on those three. I did. But Warmstrong, you know how clear I am? Look like I'm clearer than what I was before. Maybe my computer was too. Oh, you didn't answer me either. Let me go back. Warmstrong, do you think I should use the video or just tell the story? Go out. He ain't answer me, so I have to make that decision. Oh, I am so happy that you had a beautiful weekend. Cass number 900. Cass was number 900 when I was heading to 1,000. She always reminds me of that. Cass, I did see you put a new video out, so I'm going to get over there as soon as possible. And okay, Warmstrong, yeah, I think this morning I'm going to tell the story, then go back and forth. I want to try to tell stories a little bit because those videos it's old and they just look yellowy and all that. Somebody said Happy Mother's Day too. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. And anybody else out there, Happy Mother's Day. If nobody told you Happy Mother's Day yesterday, I tried to get some money when I went on live yesterday. Nobody sent me none. They were talking about money and I gave them out my cash app. Nobody put a penny in that cash app. Oh my goodness. Okay, Warmstrong. Oh, you're having a video today, Warmstrong, Monday, 4 o'clock? Because you did your video, I'm hoping Monday and then Tuesday. Okay. What is it on Monday? What you doing today, Warmstrong? Okay, I'm gonna tell the story. Thanks everybody for being here so much. Thank you. Thank Bud Files. Thank you so much for being here. How was everybody's weekend? I only got one answer. How was everybody's weekend? I bet you it was better than mine. I bet you. My yesterday, okay, let me tell y'all what happened with StreamYard yesterday. Oh my goodness. Because it was starting and stopping, I decided, I got this brilliant idea to clean out my cookies and clean out the cache. The cache, is that what it is? Cache. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when I did that, it cleaned out everything in StreamYard. Don't do it. Do not do it. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. It cleaned out everything, even the payment part. I had to redo everything all over again. Okay. Then I know now the reason it was starting to stop, and because on Thursday our cable went out. And then I didn't reboot it. So when I went on Friday, it was start, stop. And then it did that because I did 3 different lives and it did it on all of them. So, and then I cleaned out everything. I came on Sunday and it was still doing it. So Warmstrong, thank God he was back. He told me to unplug. What is my modem? I always get confused, but I unplugged both of them. And left it out for about 5 minutes. I plugged it back in and seemed like everything's working fine. I got my fingers crossed and it came back in a lot clearer too. So maybe I needed to do both. Who knows? So don't ever clear out that, I'm telling you, those cookies and cash it. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? I'm just talking about how was your weekend, Jennifer? Let me go back up and make sure that I didn't miss anybody. Definitely don't want to miss anybody, but thanks everybody for coming in. I'm telling you. But if some of you have heard all sides of the story, there's 4 parts. And I talked about child support. I talked about visitation, which was the hardest for me in divorce. That was the hardest part with my child because my ex-husband played the cat and mouse game with me. Um, and now today I'm going to talk about how we got to the IRS and also the psychologist. And the reason I tell these stories, and my sister always say, let dead dogs lie, is because I know it's going to help somebody in the end. I really do. And I have a friend going through the same thing right now. When she divorced, maybe about her daughter's like 13, so 10 years ago, and they're still going through the courts. They got another trial coming up in a little bit. So sometimes it never stops. Do you know when I got married to him, I was 21 years old. By the time everything was over and with our child involved, I was 40 years old. Just think, being married for 3 years, one child, from 21 to 40 years old, how fast you can really mess up your life, you know? So, hey, D, welcome. 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 I'm trying to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. Embark Nation, how are you doing? Everybody's hopping around a little bit. But first, what I'm going to start off with the story is I usually show my video and go back and forth, but I'm going to tell the story today. I feel like telling the story on my own. The first thing was, and like I say, my husband took us through HRS, IRS, and psychologists and all that good stuff. But IRS in the old days, because I'm sure they wouldn't do it this way, but the lady that called me from the IRS called me on my job. And I don't know where she got my number from, but she had it. My ex-husband gave it to her because she had them there first. So she asked me when could I come in. I thought it was a prank call, really, because who gonna call the IRS calling? Okay, so she so we set up a time for me to go in. She asked me, did I have all the copies of the child support checks? And I said no. She said, well, that's all right, we'll just work that out with that. So I end up making the appointment, went out there, and what it was, my ex-husband he was saying that he was paying me alimony. So you know that you can't do taxes on child support. So they was reporting the money as alimony. And also they were claiming our child on his income tax. And of course I was claiming it. So what happened was, in the end, she had it where he couldn't claim our son on his income tax anymore. And I don't know what happened to them about their claims and stuff about paying alimony. I don't know how they ended up getting audited, but yeah, that it was a mess. It was more stress than needed. Cass says, story time with Betty. Listen up. This girl don't play when she speaks the truth. Thank you. She stole my thunder. Hello, hello, hello. I have not seen Miss She Stole My Thunder. She can talk louder than me, y'all. Yes, she can. Yeah, but that was one thing, and that was a lot of stress too, because then you got to take off work and you gotta make the appointment. And then it was far out. It wasn't even close in. Hey, Scratching Pete, I see you. And then that was just a short story. And these two are very short. Then the psychologist, he took us to the psychologist. It had to be one that had the doctorate degree. I don't even remember how we got out there. I don't remember. And had to have some court ordered paper, but he went to the courts and he said, I didn't know anything. And he said that my son was like 16 years old. He said that I was keeping our son from him. Okay. I have to be careful and not say mine because Warmstrong will get me on that. Our son. But he took us to a psychologist, and the judge said that it had to be a person with a doctorate degree. Okay. The psychologist called us in the office. Well, came in, we made an appointment. She met with all three of us at first. I don't want to go too far ahead. She met with my ex-husband, my son, and me. So she, just chit chat a little while just to see, I guess where we're at. And then she asked my son this question. This is the only question I remember her asking him. She asked him, when do you go to your father's house? Well, when do you go to your father's? Do you think of it as a house or a home? And he said a house. And I was like, you don't even think that children think of that. Wouldn't be something I would have asked him. Then she said, when you're at your mom's house, is it a house or a home? And then he said a home. And I can't remember much of the conversation because we were talking about ages ago. So what she did, she talked to my son separately. This was at different times. We talked for about an hour that day. Then she brought us in separately. She talked to my ex-husband separately. She talked to my son separately. I never even asked them what they even talked about. Okay, because I was just at the point, you get to the point where you're just tired. So then she pulled me in and she asked me some questions. And then she said, you really don't have a problem with him going over there, do you? I said, no. I said, really? If he always wanted his son to live with him. And I said, if he would have asked me and Trey would have wanted to go, I would have gave him to him. At 16 years old. And then I told her, she laughed, and I said that even when he goes over to his father's house, at least he's not eating me out of house and a home. And she laughed. So after that, she brought me and my ex-husband back together. And I'm leaving out a lot because I don't want to make it long. And then she said, Mr. Thomas, what do you want from me? And he said that he went to the courts, and the court said that he had to get a psychologist with a doctorate degree to prove that I was keeping his son away from him. And then the psychologist said, I know it was a lady, I don't remember her name or anything. And she told him what she was going to write to the courts, that I was not keeping his son away from him. And then she said to him, you and your son need more counseling, is what it ended up with. So no matter what my ex basically did, it never worked toward the goodness of, whatever he was trying to do. And at this time, years later, and then my son and him still, seeing each other, just not as much. My son I guess he would get mad. Then he would walk down to the bank, and then he would tell me, he was like 17 then. He would say, I ran away, when he was at his dad's house. And I said, you walked away. But yeah, that, divorce, and especially being young, it is so hard. It really is. And then someone asked me, had I forgiven my ex-husband? And let me go back up here and see if anybody else came in. She Stole My Thunder is here with me. D, how's it going in Australia? In Australia. But yeah, him and my son, they still had a shaky relationship. And then they got in a bad argument, and then they don't talk at all now. They don't talk at all. Okay, Kaz, I see Kaz. She had to reopen her account, I think because of bullying, and now she's close to 100 subs. Okay, yeah, she's really close. She's only a few away. Hey, Keisha. Keisha, yes, I am. Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend, Keisha? How was your weekend? Oh, Mommy Laney is here. I see you had put up a premiere. I didn't make it because you know our times are different. Mommy Laney is from Philippines, and I know her from there. And I'm telling you, the Bud Files know her. I don't know if Keisha know her. Keisha, you need to catch up with Mama Laney. I just go to her just to talk a lot of times and just chit chat. Thank you, Mommy Laney. Everybody, happy Mother's Day. If I didn't talk to you, I talked to you yesterday because I came on 3 times. I came on 3 times yesterday just to test StreamYard. That was a mess. You're not late, Mommy Laney. That you are not late. Oh, Keisha saying hello to everybody. And I'm trying to get on down because everybody's saying hello. And I do thank you so much, everybody, for being here from the bottom of my heart. Yes, Warmstrong is back from his cruise. He had a blast. I'm sure he's glad he's off the ocean, is what it is. And Dee says she's been to the dentist. Oh, to the dentist today. Just one feeling. Yep, you got to take care of them teeth. Got to take care of them teeth. I love you too, Mama Laney. I really do. Thank you, Cass. But you do. I want to thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart because when I come here in the mornings, y'all are here for me. And I thank you so much. And but yeah, I just wish that, oh, I know what I forgot. I was gonna say someone asked me, had I forgiven my husband, and I was ex-husband. I said, no, it was nothing to forgive. We were both so young. We were both so young. So young, forgot to draw my lines. So, and then he's married now. He's been married right after we got divorced. He got married and they've been married ever since. They had 4 or 5 kids, I think. And then it was a long time after I got married. I was like, we got divorced in 79. And I did not get remarried to 2001. I waited a long time. I always say I was going to make darn sure that when I got in my next marriage, it was going to be um a great marriage. And because divorce is like death, it really is when you really think about it. That's like tearing the fabric of a family. I know some of you have been married before. Most of us have first marriages that don't work. That's even when I see younger people, I'm like, oh, y'all just don't know. Just don't know. Now I know how my mom felt now. I really, really do. But you know what else I want to talk about besides that? Because I've been on almost 30 minutes. Is the price is rising. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. I can't believe it. I don't know if y'all have a Publix where you live at, but Publix is one of our stores that we love because customer service is so good and their food is hot. Okay, it's hot. It always has been. However, I love going there because it puts you in a really good mood. So, but I went and I bought some stuff from Publix because Publix have stuff that Walmart don't have. So I went and looked at Publix meat. I said, you know what? I'm going to try Walmart. I went to Walmart and their meat was about just as high as Publix. If I had the energy, I would have went back to Publix and bought their meat because their meat is a better grade. It was only like $1 or $2 difference in that. So I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Dee said try before you buy. Try, yeah. Can't try before you buy. UK prices are crazy. UK prices, I tell you, it's all over the world that. So I don't know. I say during the summer, because we're hitting the summertime, so we know the gas is gonna go up. And I don't see the food going going down anytime soon. And the stock market, I don't, y'all. I say we got to hold on because we in for a rocky ride. We really are. So, and thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And another thing I wanted to talk about too today was um, living in the present moment. Sam Traveler, hello. Um, yeah, Cash, she is a great person, Mommy Laney, to be. I want to talk about living in the present moment. And the reason I want to talk about that is because before I came to YouTube, that was what I did. I really lived in the present moment. I'm trying to see. I always talk about this book, The Magic. It sounds like a woo 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 book, but it's really not. It's just things you do daily. Um, and it's just short little things. It's like 28 days, I believe. And this really did change my life. It really did. I got this from another YouTube creator. And really she didn't talk about the book, but she I seen her working in it all the time. So then I went and I tried to see. I know Mercy came in. Mercy, Mercy. Hey, Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Just trying to keep up with everybody. And but it did. This really helped me live in the moment, and this really helped me get my life together. But look it up. It's The Magic by Rhonda Brimes. Yes, it's part of The Secret, okay? But it's really, really good. Really good. And living in the moment to me is not pre-planned. And I've really been thinking about that because I know that oh, thank you, Radical. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, as most of you know, I am retired. Okay, I don't know if anybody on here is retired. I know Warmstrong is. I don't know if anybody else on here is retired. And to me, being retired is like going to sleep, waking up the next morning, and you've won the lottery. That's what retirement is to me. Everybody is different. Some people say they're bored. I wasn't bored at all. Okay. Life was good. Then YouTube came along. YouTube came along. Okay. And it kind of changed things up for me. It's going on 2 years. And I just think that you need to live in the moment. You need to enjoy your life, is what you need to be. And be happy in the moment. Yeah, you're going to have negative things that come in your life. Let me tell you about my neighbors next door. Anybody in here get along with their neighbors? Do you even speak to your neighbors? And I think this what got me really, okay, Keisha, really got me to thinking because I don't get along with my neighbors on both sides. And honestly, if I could move, I would move. My husband don't want to move. But it really got me thinking is, okay, Betty, you're a little bit up in age. I want to do right now what I want to do. Is basically what it is. I keep talking about scheduling. I need to schedule better. Like Friday, I did not schedule very well. I did my premiere and then I did my live, which was fine. And then I did a live with someone else. And that was probably one I shouldn't have did because I was really tired. And that's what I do. I keep pushing and I'm pushing it and I'm pushing it. Somebody's talking about their neighbor. Let's see. Radical Changes say the only time I've spoken to my neighbors is when he came banging on my door because my daughter was running. You must be in an apartment. That's what it is. I'm in a house and there are, you know, we're not going to, it was one side one time. Now it's both sides now. So, and Dee's saying one side of neighbors are freaks, other sides is nice. Well, at least you got one side. I had one side one time, but now it's both sides. Okay. It's crazy. It's just crazy. One started where they started like a yard, like Sanford and Son. And then you call the city, okay, they have them come clean it up. Then once they clean it up, then they start bringing it back. So now what they're doing is they're running it like a business out of a house is what they're doing. So they filled up, they made sure they filled our garbage can because we have them in the alley, the big garbage cans. And they filled it up. I wonder is that on my, hold on, let's see if it's on my, I hope it's on my thing. Hold on, y'all. Nope, it didn't go over. Wait a minute. It might have. Wait a minute. Oh, girl, I got it. I got it. Let me come back over. I took pictures of it. I forgot I took pictures of it. Let me. Hey, Mimi, welcome, welcome. I'm talking about my neighbor's girl. I'm talking. Let me share this with y'all. I took a picture. This was like early this morning. Hold on. Okay. And then I come back over. I'm so slow. And then, how do I make this big? Does that make it bigger? I hope. Okay, here's the dumpster right here. Uh-oh. I know what I did. Hold on. I got to go back on the other side. I gotta go back on the other side. It won't let me go back on the other side because I'm in full screen. God darn it. Okay, give me a second. I want to share this with you. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm trying to look on my phone to make sure it's sharing, and my phone's so slow. Is okay, it's on there. Okay, this is, let me show you part of it. This is an alley. And see what they did to my garbage can? Look what's in there. Look what's in there. It's just just look at it. That's just intentional because they're mad. I'm trying to see. And this is their can. They didn't fill it up as much as ours. So it's, you know, it's more of intentional. And let's see. I think that's it. Let me come back over and take. Yeah, and that's what, you know, a lot of it that I live with is the garbage, you know. So I hope y'all were able to see that. I'm trying to see what I missed. Okay, where's my lines? Here we are. And everybody's saying hi. Thank you. And then I think I read that with radical changes. Radical changes say he was drunk and belligerent. And then Keisha says I believe it, Keisha. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. That she was the nosy neighbor and speak to everyone and saying, send cards and visit. And take treats and send my kids to help with groceries for the retire. Girl, where you live at? Can I come and stay where you at? And I'm on several communities of girl. We need girl. Keisha, you just too good to be true. She says she made her neighbors neighborly, whether they want. I don't know, Keisha. I don't know. I ain't gonna even open the door for my neighbors, so I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, those blue. Yeah, we have recycling cans. They didn't put anything in there because they knew not to put anything in those cans, because they know how recycling is really strict about that stuff, and they won't empty your cans if anything is in there. So that's what I'm saying. They know the law. I always say criminals, they know the law is what it is. And yeah, but yeah, that's what got me thinking again was my neighbors, because that gets you down and depressed. And it got me, down just a little bit. But Keisha, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Me trying to take some candy over there I don't even want them over my house. How I'm gonna be neighbor if I don't want them at my house? Mimi, how was your weekend? I've been missing your premieres. I know you had one on gaining weight, and I can't remember what else it was, but I know you have a new one out. We're not going to even talk about the weight thing. My son them started intermittent fasting is what my son them started. They're doing it from 3 to 7. Have you ever did intermittent fasting, Mimi? It works. It works. Your mind just has to be ready to do it, is what it is. And I've gained, like I said, I've gained weight, but it's like if I lost 10 pounds, and I keep saying that, but after a while, it's going to be more than that. And it's more than that to get back to my original weight. But if I lose 10 pounds, I would not be considered overweight. So I need to really, really start working hard on that, because it's going to be more than that. Oh, she extended her birthday. Wait until you retire, girl. How long you got before you retire? How long before you got to retire? I'm telling you. You know what? Look into it. They have anybody else on here? Oh, Dee does it. And she's thin too. Dee does intermittent fasting. I did it consistently for about 6 years. Happy birthday. Okay, let me go back up here. Kaz is saying something. She got 98 buzzers. Subscribers now on her new account. And she says, happy birthday. Is your birthday today, Cass? Happy birthday to Cass. And I don't believe in the scale either. I really don't. Everybody body types are different, can't be compared accurately. The only thing I do is when I use the scale is when I first start. But then to me, more what I use is a tape measure. That's what, I'll use the tape measure and do that. Because I always know, because when you've done this all your life, when my waist is 26 and my hips about 36, I know I'm at the right place. I don't even have to get on the scale. If I pull that tape measure and it says 26 or 25 and a half, and then the hips are 36 and a half, I'm where I should be. I'm at my smallest when I'm there. Radical, she says, I do pole dancing to stay in shape only in my house, not anywhere else. Radical changes, I don't know if I can get up on the pole. I don't know if hey, Scrolls Nest, welcome. We're talking about weight. We're talking about what everybody talk about, but we're like in April now on that. So pole dancing. What about boxing? I thought about getting a thing in the house and just box, but I don't want to go back to the gym, y'all. I know they say the pandemic over, but I don't want to go back to the gym. I'm still kind of scared of the gym. Anybody go to the gym? I know Golden Girl, she goes to the gym. Oh, you saying happy birthday to Mimi? Oh, okay. I get lost somebody. Happy birthday, Mimi. I didn't even say it. Thank you, Cass. That helped a lot. Scrolls Nest, how was that weekend? Radical changes. I used waist beads for a long while. Okay. I just don't think You did what years ago? Pole dancing, Keisha? Or intermittent fasting? And that was another thing I thought about this weekend because my son and his girlfriend, they started 2 weeks ago, but he just told me, and I really need to get on the bandwagon. They're doing 3 to 7. And I need to do that because I need to show people that it does work. I've talked about it going on 2 years, but I need to show people that it does really work. You can eat what you want. You just cannot eat it all at once, is what I tell everybody. That's what I like about intermittent fasting, is you don't have like certain foods you got to eat, or you can still continue eating your foods, but yeah, you're gonna have to cut the portions. And will you feel hunger at first? Yeah, you're gonna feel hunger. So but I still go to about 2 or 3 o'clock and not eat. And it would be easy for me to stop eating after 8, but sometimes I'll put something in there. But I always wait to about 2 or 3 before I eat. But I want to be able to close that window. Planet Mimi Cass say you to 99 now. Yeah, because Planet Mimi helped me get up to 1,000. Her and her friends. I think we even used her daughter's account. Okay, Radical Changes say I do kickboxing as well. And I thought about getting a treadmill, but those treadmills, I don't know. I had a pretty good one years ago and I would use it. But like I said, I don't want to go back to the gym. I don't want to go back at all. I'm still trying to. She said, Keisha say pole dancing, Miss Betty, ain't nothing fun about intermittent. Ain't that? Yes, it is, Keisha. If you want to lose weight, I think honestly, and I don't know, thumbs up, everybody, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Y'all just don't know, but yeah, intermittent fasting, you can still eat what you want. It's just you're gonna be hungry, and I think too, if the whole household's not doing it, I think it's harder. You know, and my husband basically eat that way, or he don't eat that much. So I'm really gonna have to get on the bandwagon with my son them because he gonna show me. He gonna show me. And well, what did y'all do on Mother's Day? Yes, moderation. Did anybody go over to their mom? What did y'all get y'all mom this weekend? I'm trying to just still read the chat. Let's see. She say, let me tell you, having maintenance men come into your living room and see your pole and joke. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can only imagine in your living room. I'm not getting no pole, y'all. I'm too old for the pole. I'm too old for the pole. But I'm gonna get back to living in the present moment. I just think that we miss so much in our lives. And sometimes I say with YouTube, am I missing out on living in the moment? And that's what I think I feel that I am, that really enjoying life. And that's what I need to be doing, really enjoying life. And I always come back to this place. And I guess who gets me to talking, thinking is the world of Omni, ONI, and he moved out of the country. And he always talk about living in the moment and enjoy your life, and all the quiet moments. I really miss, like, I would have quiet moments all the time. When I got into YouTube, I don't have those quiet moments as much. What does the UK say? I'm trying to. Oh, you don't have a mama. Okay, my mom passed in 1996. So yeah. Yeah, but and my house is real quiet. I love that on Mother's Day. No children running through the house. But nobody answered. I guess nobody goes to the gym anymore. But I I just don't think I want to go back. I really don't want to go back to the gym. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, and I know everybody get tired of me talking about the weight and radical changes say if you live in gratitude, yes, being grateful what you have every day. And I'm telling you, I really have nothing to complain about. When I look at my life and I look at other people's lives, I really don't. Honestly, I can say that I really don't, and I am grateful for all that I have because I know if I'm not, then life don't go the way you know, that it goes with. And then sometimes, and then I start thinking about, I think about everything. And I thought about the divorce into hell, and it took me into hell from 21 years old to 40 years old. Okay. It took up most of my young life. Hey, CV. Hey. Keisha told me it's your channel. Talk about what you want, Miss Betty. We all help. I know. CV is here. Good morning. CV gonna have the summer in a little while. Do they have summer school in California, CV? Kaz is moving up. She only need one more to get her to 100. Well, she need two more. I always say get to 101. Kaz talking about that's why I don't want to get married. Well, you know what? Radical changes. The red flags are there. We just tend to ignore them. At 21, what I know, and then one out of every two marriages end in divorce. Okay. Um, what did she say? I love my partner, but I don't know if I want to spend. Well, I say, don't get married. That's what I say. That's what I say. Don't get married. Because I know this is my second marriage. And most marriages, one out of every two end in divorce. Okay. Most young marriages don't make it because we don't know how to communicate. We don't know how to fight, back and forth. So most young marriages don't. And the ones that make it through, they've had some tough times. But I think once you get divorced, I think don't get remarried right away. But like I say, what worked for me don't work for everybody. But it was like I got divorced in 79 and I didn't get remarried until 2001. Yep. They say the most problems in marriages is money. That's the number one thing is money. So more than adultery and affairs, I guess they say that. Communication is the key. But yeah, if you're married like I am, well, we've dated for over 10 years. We've been married over 20 some years. So, but you go through so many changes. Who I was 30 years ago, it's not who I am today, or him either, you know? So it's just, but you want to be happy. I can't see people being my age and married and unhappy. And then that's why they have so many gray divorces because most people have been unhappy most of their married lives. And then when the kids grow up and get out, then it's just him and her, her and him. And then there's no cushion in between. And then they end up splitting up because I can't imagine. Can you imagine being 20 something, 30 something, going like 30 years and you're unhappy with it? I don't even want to imagine that. But some people stay in. I don't know why. But Yeah. You know what, too, I want to talk about is nobody talked anything else about the divorce. But yeah, marriage, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I can't say that with my second marriage, but I waited so long and I was going to make darn sure. And this was his second marriage. So I didn't, I wasn't, no, thank you. I want to talk about next about friends and people that come in your life. That's what I want to talk about. Like Keisha's in my life. You know, some people I meet on YouTube, say even if I left YouTube, I'm sure I would think about them. You know, Erie Frog, because he's not here. I don't want to call anybody in the chat, but Erie Frog will be somebody that I'll know for the rest of my life. It's just some. But remember, some people come in our lives that will be with us for our lifetime. There's a very few of those. They're going to support us through the good and the bad. Okay. I only got three friends. I want to say two, but three that I've had close, two of them over 40 years and one of them over 30 years. Okay. So they've been the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I noticed too on YouTube, a lot of young people are saying they don't really have good friends. They have associates, but they don't really have good friends. How many of you in here would consider that you have a good friend? That's not a family member. A family member could be they could be friend. I love my baby sister, love her to death, but a good friend is um is what I want to know. And another thing too, there are people that just come for a season and a reason to still help and support you through good times and bad. We also get to learn some great life lessons from them, but they don't stay around for a lifetime. And I can remember, and this is so true, people that come in just for a season, it's a lesson for us or it's a lesson for them. And I can remember, and I always go through this when I remember this. When I was raising my kids, I worked at the bank and I didn't have any money. Okay, nobody didn't tell me how many good friends they got. How many good friends they got? I worked at the bank and I didn't have any money. I keep saying that when I was raising my kids, and I had an old clunker of a car. And I got off, it had to be a Friday because it was nighttime, and my car wouldn't start. So one of the teller's husband that stayed way on the other side of town, she called him and he came. I don't know who picked up the kids, I can't remember, but he came and he towed the car some kind of way back up to his house, and they fed me and everything, and he fixed the car, didn't charge me anything. And those are the ones that you will never forget. Never ever. She's probably forgotten it. You know what I mean? But that taught me that people really help people along the way. Let me see what anybody said about friends. Thank you, Cass. Thank you so much. I think I look young if I didn't come to YouTube. Oh, Keisha says she have only one good friend that I actually hang out with, but so close to my sisters. Yeah, girl, you see my baby sister on here. I ain't letting her go. Cousins, aunties that I don't need a lot of friends outside of family. Yeah, you don't need. I always say you need one or two. One. My mama says it's always dangerous when you get up to three. She say because one will start talking about the other somewhere. But it's weird with my best friends, they don't really know each other. It's weird because just think over 40 years, they know the names, but they've never really been around each other, which is weird. But if I call them 3 o'clock in the morning, they'll come. So those are the friends that I want, not for a season. I want them for a long time. But yeah, I did learn from them. And that's what I'm saying. When you really help somebody from the bottom of your heart, and she even bought me some Gold earrings, I still got them. Still, every time I look at those gold earrings, I think about her. Yep, I think about her. Um, Cass said I can count them one, two hands. Warmstrong said two. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I also do a lot of BS, so my tolerance level is too low to deal with. Yeah, it is. And I think even in a marriage, it's not good to have a lot of friends, y'all. It's not it's not good to have a lot of friends in a marriage. I just think that it's not good. Honestly, I have, and you know what? And them always at your house. My best friends, they come to my house so rare. You know, well, both of them still work, but it's just so rare. But we'll call each other. We'll have this feeling like, girl, is something going on? So and usually when they call, there is something going on. So yeah. And then D says, I have a couple, but not as clingy as used to be. Yeah, because they older. They don't need to be clingy. They are older. And then there's another set of people, y'all. These are the ones you don't want. These are people that come in a very short season. However, they have an alternative motive. Alternative. Y'all know what I mean. Motive. Bad. They don't wish you, they wish you badness, or should I say a selfish reason. That is to take away from you and not truly support you. Once they get what they want, they leave a mess, just like muddy water. I've had those too, where they come in for just a little while, and you know, so it's just a murky mess is what it is. But it is, those are the three, to me, types of people that come in your life, and it doesn't change. No matter how long it is, it doesn't change, is what it is. But what is everybody up to today? I've been on here almost an hour, and I'm so glad that I got everybody, and I am always so grateful that you come in. Um, we humans are bad, I agree. Yeah, we can be, but I think, CV, maybe we can be the ones that extend our hands to other people, you know? So, and that's what we can do, and that can help. So I try to make sure when I go out to the store or something, if it's somebody I can help or show them, you know but and I'm hoping that it gets extended back to me, is what I hope. But I don't know, sometimes I give up on mankind. Sometimes they really do get me, I tell you. So what is everybody doing today? I need to get out the house, that's for one thing. I need to start going to like Starbucks and just sit there, and it'll be a change of just it'll be a change. I've done that too many on here, and you know what happened. Well, that, and you know what, Cass, that's just life sometimes. It really is. So and humans love drama. That's just, they love drama. Some people love gossip. So you just don't know. And then let's see, Keisha said that I'm tied to this darn computer and video camera doing this work thing. And that's also with YouTube. You're tied to the video camera, you're tied to but honestly, I'm gonna keep saying I do love my lives, and I know it shows. I love my lives, but I'm here. I'm here, but I know I'm gonna really have to watch my scheduling, because I get up so early. So by 4 o'clock, I'm done. I'm really done to go on the lives, because I'm tired. Unless I know and prepare way ahead of time. Yep. And then CV say workplace and friends. Yeah, are the workplace friends. Yeah. Yeah. So they're more of associates. But one of my best friend came from the work environment, but I think we might have got closer after. And that's Deborah that be on here. She was yeah. No, we got close before because she had her baby. Yeah, we got close before I stopped working. So, and then Scrolls Nest says those friends are like weeds. You need to get rid of them before they choke out your garden. Yep, choke it out. But like I said, I don't have the problem with that. So it's a beautiful community. And you know what? And like I always say, I really want to build a community. And then I'm on here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then Friday is my premiere. And then right after my premiere, we're back here on lives. And then Warmstrong said that I can't plan a pop-up. So I guess I'm a plan a pop-up since he said it. I don't know. Like I said that this weekend Sunday, I just had a mess and I had to come on. Yes, my granddaughter's hilarious. And that is the video that I lost on StreamYard when I just lost everything. So I don't know. I'm going to try to find it. I don't know if it exists anymore, but I lost that. It's still on YouTube. I just don't have the recording of it, is what it is. So, but if I go, Warmstrong, did you say what time you go on today? Is it 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time before I leave? So, and I hope everybody thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keisha said my bestie and I started at work associate, but it evolved to besties. Yeah, organically. And that's what it is for me and Deborah. And what I like about Deborah is, hey, Stormy. Hey, even with me being so busy with YouTube, she understands. She gets it. My sister more like, but she's back to work and she gets it. So I just want to, I want to find just a balance of YouTube. Okay, 4 p.m. Okay, that's what I thought. And then Tuesday is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday, I don't know if he's doing Thursdays anymore. So anybody go live today? I have a premiere today. Anybody? But again, thanks everybody and for coming. And I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday. And that means that Keisha can get back to work and quit hanging out with us. And, I really do. I thank everybody that was here today. And I will see you Wednesday. And Aaron, I will see you Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, everybody. Bye. And thank you so much for the 12 being here. Hey, 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 hey. My little community is growing. It's growing, y'all. Oh, before I leave, before that 12 go down, they said, this is what Trish said, that they talked about people starting lives. And one person said, they was asking the person, because she has like 20 or 30 people in her lives, and they were asking her, should they start a live? And she was telling them that they should. She said, but if you get 10 people, she said, you're fortunate. So I'm blessed because I have over 10 all the time. So, I'm always blessed and just, and wanted to grow and have the community, what I said that I don't, that I don't truly have, but I got one now. When I come here, I know y'all gonna be here. Okay. And and a lot of you watch me after. I'm like, I am amazed. My numbers go up after is what it is. So I am just so grateful. And I will chat with y'all later. And bye bye. See you Wednesday.